Hello and welcome back to this here fantastic Let's Play. We are going to continue our campaign as the Empire of New York. And we're probably going to face our final conflicts with Ohio, the old ally, now the enemy, and potentially even the Georgia Republic, the rising threat in the South. We do have numerous advantages over these potential threats, being that Georgia Republic has a adult male population of 1.13 million, which probably means we can recruit more soldiers than they do, and even if we can't, we can definitely mobilize more. Ohio similarly has a population of 1.22 million. We, on the other hand, got 3, and I'm willing to bet that we get more immigration than them. I stand corrected. No one gets anything. Anywhere? Maybe not quite yet. But I feel like our government, we are a democracy, and a democracy with pluralism and, well, maybe not residency. Yeah, that actually is a problem. Damn Republicans, just let people in. It makes our country better. I'm telling you. Anyway, let's get politics out of our video games and invade Pittsburgh for purely apolitical reasons. I do like that they changed the Ohio flag in this to actually, fit, because the actual Ohio flag is kind of a non-traditional flag. So this version of it, to where it can actually fit in the Victoria 2 scheme, is nice. Where was I? Oh yeah, we're gonna lose Uganda. But we'll let that run its natural course, because I can't really reliably get more. I can't get enough colonial power points in time unless I just get rid of my entire colonial empire here, which I do not want to do, because it gives me a sizable population bonus and gives me goods. I think maybe I'll get more goods from this elsewhere. It'll also, as I said in the other episode, give me a good pathway to invade Oman and Abu Dhabi, and maybe even Nejd to, get that black gold, that oil, the fuel of empires. We will also now need to assign our focus groups, our focuses, because I've been encouraging clergy for too long in New Jersey. Although we might need more in Pennsylvania. There's a decent amount, but I'd like it at 4%, whereas our clergymen in the whole nation are at 2.50%. I'm not sure if that counts colonial, because I'm not too worried about, education in the colonies, because that's just how imperialism works, unfortunately. So no, I'll just let Spain continue to combat me there to maybe rob them of Congo. Because if I can't get Uganda, I don't want them getting their stuff either. So what are we going to do with our focus groups? We're going to continue encouraging soldiers in New York. I don't have a problem with that. But maybe now we encourage soldiers in New Jersey as well. And soldiers in our colonies. Our most populous province by far. Well, our most populous province altogether is still the state of New York. But our most populous colonial province, Tanganyika, you can get some troops from there. And they will come fuel the fight. The fight for Pittsburgh, the last remaining core of empire. And after that, we will get our casus bellis of conquest on Maryland. And see, here it says it's a satellite, but it's not a satellite. What is up with that? Frustrating. But we'll conquer them too, and then eventually spread the joy of Lady of Equality and Lady of Justice here to all. Yeah. Honestly, as soon as we can. We're still allied with them? No, we need to dissolve that alliance, actually. Unless I want to declare war on Georgia real quick. But I kind of don't. Who's allied with Ohio other than me? No one, just me. So I think I could actually easily take Pittsburgh right here, right now. Dissolve that alliance. Let some time pass. And then, how's the army doing? 7 and 8. This isn't the composition I really wanted, but something's holding up the infantry in the grand city of New York. So we'll just have to let that go. Meanwhile, capitalists are proving incapable of running the economy. The invisible hand is failing. I'm sure in the next couple elections, socialists will take charge, and I might be able to do something about that. Oh, all right. What happened? Colonial conquest of Lindi. The Portuguese are going to try and battle me for Lindi. Well, this is a surprise. They've quickly sent 42,000 troops over. Well, I'm flabbergasted. I'm going to try and see if I can get some military access from the French. I cannot. I do not want to arbitrarily lose these troops, though. So if I can get them out of potential danger, that would be preferable, while the Second Fleet will have to prepare a counter-invasion. Man, okay, well, I was going to declare war on Pittsburgh, but it seems we have other concerns at the moment. Man, okay. Well, shoot. What should I do, actually? I feel blindsided. Well, let's develop a plan. They're going to easily take my colonies, and they will build up the war score from there. All I really need is a white peace, although I might be able to get Uganda out of this after all, as well as maybe a bit of Portuguese territory. I'm not sure if I actually want that, though. Maybe a little base over here, but that's getting ahead of ourselves. We need to win. We need to win. So like I said, I'm going to have these guys retreat because they're not going to really do much damage to them. They're just simply outnumbered. So hopefully they don't follow me into the Ethiopian Aronia, and hopefully they don't die of attrition before I can get someone to accept my military access requests. Maybe Britain? They will not accept. All right, so that's just going to be the way that is. Meanwhile, I'll send these guys down to New York City and start researching anything that would maybe supply range. Because last episode, my navy just died trying to get back home from the East African colonies and took a lot of troops down with them. Protectionism sounds good. Really, I kind of want Spain to land some troops so I can just start tearing them down as they land. Because now there are 34,000 Portuguese plus another 14,000 down here. They had too many troops in that territory. I have to get them away from here. Okay, now they're expanding. They want my best province. And they are in Long Island. I will hopefully reveal to them that that is an astounding mistake, because having this troop here will prevent them from retreating in my territory, meaning that when this battle starts, they don't have anywhere to retreat to, and they will simply be wiped out. Like so. Casualties, 23,220. I suffered more casualties than I would have liked, but manageable. I will once again put my fleet in Long Island and await the day they decide to land more troops on my territory, damning themselves to, well, just damning themselves, really. It'll just be a way for them to lose troops. I might want to mobilize, but I don't really want to do too much damage to the economy. I'm going to try subsidizing this stuff. Because I don't like all that unemployment. It makes people uppity. Alright, we got another bunch of poor fools who are just going to get wiped out. Like so. Now the Spanish are smart and landed in Atlantic City. Hopefully I can still do the same thing to them. Create new unit, the Hussars, and create new unit, this artillery, to go to Philadelphia, and hopefully Army A can take care of them. Maybe I do battle with their navy, but I missed that opportunity. Alright, fantastic. We've done it yet again. Steel steamers. Do I want naval speed? I want some more supply range, because like I said, I just feel like my navy gets destroyed before I even get them over there. Military access, increase relations. I'm not sure who to focus relations on, Ethiopia or France, but my troops seem to be safe where they are right now. They're obviously not doing amazing, but they're doing well enough. The problem, of course, though, is their war score will continue to tick up despite their heavy losses. I should be building boats, another monitor, maybe 2, and then maybe an ironclad just to have some extra attack power. And more steamboats, because this is a stack of 7. It's a stack of 16. So I have 10 transports already. 10, 12, 14, 16. That'll probably take a while. Meanwhile, Manhattan nationalists want to rise up. Just like the Spanish invaders, they'll just get conquered real quick. Alright, let's damage the Portuguese navy. See how well our ships will actually do in combat against these European powers. They seem to be doing well. No casualties on our end, and we have sunk 1 ship. Battle of Chesapeake Bay with the Spanish involved. No casualties. We've sunk 4 ships. And like we've done earlier, we're just going to put them into the meat grinder. Like so. Easy peasy. So let's look at their specific reasons for not wanting to give me military access. Civilized versus uncivilized, so I think that's going to be a harder sell for them. Whereas they don't want to give me military access. Yeah, I should be investing relations into France. I don't know what I was thinking. Ethiopia sees me as just as bad as the Spanish. And, you know, they're right. Connecticut communists have taken power. That might give me a reason to invade. Okay, that's a pretty big fleet here. I'm going to try and take it down. I'm going to let the Portuguese land first, though, because Spain actually has a very sizable army there. And at this point is where I might need to start mobilizing forces. But we'll see. Yeah, I can't beat that fleet. That was a disaster. Now we got 2 monitors. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what is even being built? 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. Enough. Puts into doubt our ability to reach the colonies after such a defeat. That was a grave error. Meanwhile, during this, Georgia is still expanding. Or maybe not. What's going on over there? I thought they were occupying Missouri, but they have taken Mississippi. Ohio seems to be content where it is, which is good for now. Yeah, level 1, +1 railroad. Oh. Oh, heavens to Betsy, no. Artillery can hang out there. The Portuguese seem to be no longer a threat. Where are they going to land? They're going to land in Trenton, which, yeah, that sucks. Let's try and get our troops in there as best we can before that turns into a real disaster. All right. All right, we're still in this. They're still just sending waves of troops at me, and that will eventually just tear them down. But they've expanded the war to acquire the Rift Valley, and I mean, they're still technically losing, but I still haven't liberated my territory. We could go for some healthcare, but not too much. Military access, they will not accept. Increase relations. There's a crisis going on in Western Spaghetti. Oh man, are they going to send them to Long Island? Those fools! The Portuguese have led them astray. Alright, we need more Military tactics. You've got nowhere to run, Spaniards. And just like that, another 25,000 people killed. You'd think they would stop, because all they have to do is sit there. They're fine, honestly. They've won, because I can't get troops over there, but they just keep sending people over here to die. Ooh, and my forces only grow stronger in the homeland. Am I going to get my actual 60 stack that I want? Am I going to land all the way over there? And with such a small force, like, I'm not going to just destroy that immediately. Like, if I were a Portuguese soldier, at some point you just gotta say, no, I'm not going over there. Alright, what's going on in Georgia? Tennessee liberation of Georgia, Tennessee. So it looks like the Georgia military was dealt a serious blow at some point. Or maybe Tennessee is just weirdly strong for some reason. But it looks like they're losing despite their combined efforts. Mostly just because Tennessee is small and half of it is occupied. The capital province even. But Louisiana and North Carolina are doing what they can to occupy parts of Georgia. So that's good. Good to see. Good to see they're not operating unopposed down there while I deal with the threats abroad. I wonder how the residents of Long Island feel about constantly having to deal with naval landings and having to dispose of 30,000 dead people at a time. Like every once a month. It's a tradition now. Okay. The Russian Empire. Austria-Hungary has accepted the crisis offer from the Russian Empire to acquire Western spaghetti. I don't know why I'm looking in there. What does that look like? It looks like a claw, like a weird crab attacking Austria-Hungary's Eastern territories, sorry. At least Serbia's not like poking all the way up through. I wonder how that happened. But Italy's doing well for itself. Congratulations. All you need is Dalmatia, right? Dalmatia and South Tyrol. Oh, what are you doing up there? I know that's where I told you to rally, but you're needed with the rest of the troops. So yeah, I just need one more infantry, and he's almost done. As far as the Navy goes, I have 7 transport ships, and more on the way. Low healthcare. Wait, I'm at peace? Do not tell me. Okay, I still have Lindy. I still have the Rift Valley. All right. Who was technically the war leader there? Because that's annoying. New Hampshire accepted the peace offer from Spain. Why was New Hampshire the war leader? I mean, I'm happy with the result. I feel like I could have grabbed some territory, but sure, this is fine. It's just, I wanted to destroy Spain. I wanted them to cease to be for their insult upon my being. I just wanted Uganda. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, let's finish up colonizing the Zanzibar interior. And get back to business asserting our dominance in America. one war to the next. They are still unaligned with anybody. I want Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh. I'm not calling in any allies because they'll likely just mess it up for me. And I have the best army in the game. Not the biggest army, but I'm sure it's the best army. They got quite a big defensive bonus during that last battle, but I'll just let my guys recuperate a little bit before sending them back out. Do a little victory tour into Williamsport, hang out in Buffalo for a bit, and then back to it. Back to the pits they go. Now let's go take a trip to Wheeling. Wheeling is technically way up here. Do we want to quickly peace out with Ohio right now? Or do we want to acquire state at the cost of 11 infamy? The answer is no. Unfortunately, that'll put us over the infamy limit. This is all we really need. And I'm fine with it. We are whole. Empire. Oh, it looks like the Georgia Republic was defeated by that coalition. Louisiana got to get Mississippi, and Tennessee got the rest of Tennessee, leaving a very awkward Virginia up here, but it's all good, I'm sure. So, I don't know if the decision will pop up or not, because it just doesn't seem to. I can form a Great Lakes Union if I have invented nationalism and imperialism, and for all core provinces, I am the owner. I didn't really want to do that, though. I wanted to form the federal states, but the game glitched out and probably isn't going to let me. And that sucks. It just does. So, in a sense, I just kind of have to be satisfied with being empire. And while I hate the flag, I'm okay with it in general. I think that'll do it for now, though. I think that was an action-packed episode. Surprise combat in the colonies. We have to restructure the colonial force, so that way we can't just get overpowered like that again. Although, the colonial provinces really don't matter that much. They're mostly just for pride and extra population for the stuff I actually do want to take, which is America. What's going on over here? What's this? The Plains Association. Yeah, man, this... The Divided We Stand mod still needs some work. Just Texas. All right. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.